So the problem that I have is that both my ABS and brake lights stay on a 98 Dodge. So I've done a lot of research and it looks like it's a problem with the sensor. So the sensor is located on top of the differential box. It's right here. It's held onto place with 2 bolts, actually 2 nuts. You take the first nuts off, such as this, and there's a clip that holds onto the brake light that needs to come out as well, and that will actually go out of the way. And after that, you basically need to take off the bolt that is holding on the sensor itself. So the top nut is a 1/2 inch, the bottom nut is 9/16. So I'm going to take this off. The whole thing is going to come apart, and I'll show you guys next what to do. So the next step is, I don't know if you can see it really well, but there's a bolt that comes off that is holding on the sensor to the gearbox. So I'm going to take that out and put it aside. We should be able to disconnect the power. There is a trick to that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a clip on the top right here. Oh, let's see if you can see it. There's a clip here that you push and pull at the same time to disconnect the wire, and that will actually disconnect the electrical side. So at this point, you're going to have a bracket on the top that you need to take apart, and also the sensor. It is pretty easy to remove it. As you can see, I can wiggle it around and remove it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of cloth and clean it up, and at that point I should be able to remove it. I'll give you guys the next step right after that. So the next step is to pull out the sensor. As you can see, the sensor is pretty easy to take out. What I did is I just went left and right and pulled it out. There's an O-ring here that may give you a little bit of trouble, but that O-ring should give out after 1 or 2 play, so not a big deal. The hole looks like this. What I'm going to do is next I'm going to clean this so I can place my new sensor in there. As you can see, this is the wire. That's the clip that you get to put on next after you put the sensor on, and this is the hole that holds the sensor in. Next, I'm going to show you the part that I bought. This part is available through Amazon for about 16 bucks. It's a brand new sensor, and it comes with the bracket and also the wire. That's the one I would buy. I would not buy the sensor by itself. I would buy it both together. So this goes back in and gets mounted into the housing again. So one interesting point that I just found out is the sensor that came on the truck was facing this way, and it was actually facing the driver's side with its back to it. The new sensor that I got comes from Amazon. It's facing left, which is passenger side. I think that's a little bit of issue because it's not the factory exact factory part, but I think it's still gonna work because it's just gonna use that extension cord to connect to the original part. So with that in mind, I'm gonna put it together. I'm gonna put the 9/16 bolt on. See if I can get this out of the way. Alright, I'm going to put this on together and then film it again. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys another view of this. Basically, this is where the sensor is, and it's already mounted. Okay, so the next step is basically mount the bracket on the top that is holding on the brake line and the emergency brake cable. So I'm gonna hook that up. You see the power, I hope. That's the power connection, and we're gonna hook up the extension cord that comes with the sensor from the factory. So just stay tuned, I'll film that again. The final stage is to connect the cable. This is the pigtail that came with it. One side of it goes here on the sensor, and the other side goes on the cable that came out of the old sensor. So I'm going to hook that up and show you in a few seconds the last stage, and then we go try the ignition, see if it works. So this is all installed. As you can see, there is an extension cord that connects to old connection that came out of the old sensor, and one side of it goes to the sensor. So I put all of it together. The 9/16 bolts goes underneath and holds on the mounts the sensor to the housing, and then the 1/2-inch nut holds the bracket that is holding on to brake line. So let's go see if it works. So the problem that I had before I changed the sensor was when I turned the ignition on, both my ABS and brake light would stay on and they would not go off. So we're going to start the engine and see if that light comes back on. And it went out, and I have emergency brake on, so I think that's the cause. Yep. So all of my lights are out again. There's no more ABS and brake light on. And the other symptom that I noticed was the speedometer was not working below 20 miles an hour. So it would not come up until I was about 20-25 miles an hour. That's the fix. It's the most common issue with Dodge, and that's how you fix it. It took me about less than 15 minutes. That's included. So as the last stage, I want to show you the part numbers and also the old sensor. The old sensor just looks like that. This is out of a 1998 Dodge Ram. Apparently they short out and caused the ABS and brake light to come on, and also they caused the speedometer not to function below 20 miles an hour. I think you can get the part from Dodge for about 35 bucks, but this is what I got. I don't know if you can see it or not. There you go. It's a Doorman brand. I got it from Amazon for about 16 bucks, free shipping. So showed up in 2 days later. I suggest to use the same if you don't want to spend that much money, but it worked really well. The light is out, the instruction is in. It comes out with a bracket, so you don't need to reuse this. It comes out with a sensor and also a extension cord that connects this to the original harness off of the car, off of the truck. So hope you guys had a chance to take a look at it, because I had to learn how to do this on my own. So I just want to share this video with you guys. Have a good day and good luck. For those guys that are interested to learn how to test this sensor, it's basically a regular ohm meter. So I have my Craftsman, and I set it up as 2000 kilo ohm. And basically what you have to do is you test these two terminals. These two terminals should be coming up with about 750 ohm, but in this case there is none. So mine is definitely bad. There is no resistance between it, so it's shorted out and it's need to be replaced. So have fun.